Okay, folks, welcome to the briefing on Wednesday, the 5th of January. Hope you're looking forward to a cold one today. It's going to be a nice day, but wind chill is going to cut through you. You can see from the chart where the air is coming from. Long way to the north, although not necessarily all from the Arctic. It's pretty cold air mass. Upper winds are northwesterly direction, generally westerly, northwesterly on the ground. You can see the isobars fairly tight over the North Sea, but spaced a little bit more out over us. So wind not particularly strong on the ground, a little bit more at flying heights, you'll see. Pressure is reasonably high, so little chance of showers. The TAF is fairly short. If this was the middle of summer, we'd be going, woohoo, fantastic. 260, 10 knots all day, 10 kVs or more, and a few at 3,000 feet. Top Meteo's not quite so optimistic on thermals and heights, but I certainly think it'll be soarable with small amounts of cumulus today. And the upper winds, well, as you can see, 25, 30 knots over East Anglia, but over us dropping to sort of probably 20 knots flying heights, but from the northwest, 320 degrees, pretty much all the way up. And that's sort of a direction that also might give some sort of wave interference, because it could be a reasonable wave day in Wales. So SatPic shows that there's some cloud in Wales, and that's associated with showers, which I'll show you in a minute, and they'll sort of stay there. They won't head in our direction. Pretty clear over us, both the visual and the infrared SatPic. And you can see on the rainfall radar that these showers just coming off the Irish Sea, and they tend to get broken up by the hills and mountains in Wales, and the air dries itself out when it comes off the hills and mountains of the foehn effect. So unlikely to see any showers come anywhere near us. So it should be quite a nice day. But as I say, that northwesterly wind may have some effect off the Welsh mountains. Temperature-wise, here's going to be the painful thing today. 4 to 5 degrees, at best today. Its forecast, BBC was suggesting the same. And then when you look at the wind chill factor, I looked at a couple of sites to work out the wind chill, and you're looking at 0 or -1 or 2, even in the middle of the day. So it's going to be pretty cold stood out in the wind. And I'll say this now, and probably end up repeating it again, that if you start to feel cold, come in, because it's probably too late. The cold sort of gets through to you fairly quickly and degrades your performance out on the airfield. So be aware of that. Come in, warm up before you go out again. So wind chill is going to be a factor today, but nice day. Top Meteo's not showing much cloud at all during the morning, and then bits of cumulus popping off, I think, at times during the sort of early afternoon. I think it'll be just tiny bits of Q that we see. As Farnborough suggested, few at 3,000 feet. Top Meteo are suggesting soarable from sort of 12 o'clock onwards, but they're only sort of saying 700 to 800 meters, so 2,500 feet probably. I haven't looked at any ascents today, but I would guess that's probably right. It'll be a small soaring window, so you should get something out of it from lunchtime onwards. So nice day, but just cold, folks. Right, so airspace wise, not a lot going on. The usual number 8 and 15, which I've talked about for about the last year. It's about a year. I think everybody's fed up with hearing those. 21 is just Fairford's ATZ is activated till midday today. It's something either coming in or going out. Not a lot else going on in this area here. And aircraft movements, I gather there's a Navajo coming in about 9:30, and that's it for today. They got everything out of the way yesterday. So we have the runway to ourselves. Operationally, we'll be on the main runway, and we'll have cables on the north side. Just a normal operation, land on the grass. It should be okay. Certainly, north side grass should be fine. A bit turbulent behind the trees, though, I suspect. And we'll operate everything off the runway. So cables on the north side, gliders for the winch next to the cables, and then the launch point vehicle pretty much in the middle. They're towing off the southern edge of the runway. So, folks, should be a good flying day, and I will see you out there.